So it's been a little while since I've played the actual the save, probably about 2 weeks or so. So I'm gonna have a bit of a job remembering what's happened. So yeah, hopefully it's nothing too drastic. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Life at Leeds with me, GWFM. Hope you guys are all well. Today we've got a game against Southampton where Ronaldo Vieira sacked us off for. So hopefully we can, give it a bit more pain and suffering like we did in the home leg. Yeah, but first of all, let's have a look and see how we got on in the games in between. There's only two of them. Let's check out the highlights. So we got off to an absolutely dreadful start after following the cup game. And we found ourselves losing 4-1 away at QPR, which was a dreadful result. We played very poor, only 4 shots on target. Kyle Bartley getting the goal for us, but 2 goals from Patrick Bamford. Shea Ojo getting one, and Charon Cherry, which I think, if I remember rightly, it was a piss poor penalty decision. But never mind, we just weren't at the races, and we move on to the next one. Then we found ourselves conceding another 4 goals. A bit of a pain in the dick this one. It was against Chelsea, one of our rivals. Someone we've had relative success against so far, beating them in the cup and drawing at Stamford Bridge. And we find ourselves going down 4-3 in the end, with Zach Clough getting a penalty just before half-time and 2 late goals, making the scoreline a little less embarrassing. Arthur and Larson with those goals, but 2 goals from Eden Hazard and 2 from Icardi, enough to put us to the sword. Didn't particularly play that bad, just every goal seemed to go in, and those who are eagle-eyed will have already noticed there's a change in the personnel in a key position. And that key position is the goalkeeper position. I signed Timo Horn. It's cost 20 million, maybe rising to 21 million. He's the highest paid player at the moment, and I have really high hopes for this guy. However, and I did ask the people in the community, the FM community, who to go for. It was between this guy and I forget who the other one was, but this guy was far better. I think it might have been, no, he wasn't Kasper Schmeichel, although he was available. I've been told that Timo Horn is like one of the best keepers in the game. So I thought, I can't pass him up then. His Cooper's available, 4-star player for the Premier League. I've got to have him. I mean, look how crazy his stats are. His attributes. Sorry, aside from his communication, which is a bit poor, everything else stands out like massively. Is like brilliant. So I was happy to pay a lot of money for him. I thought it was one position that we did need to improve in, even though Bentley had done all right. Just last couple of games, like that one against West Ham, which you remember, the fail of the week, it went straight through him. I thought we needed an upgrade in the goalkeeper position long term as well. So I mean, he's on a 4-year contract. He's Timo Horn. Costs a lot of money, but he's a very good player, as you can see. However, like you've just witnessed, he's conceded 8 goals in 2 games, which it needs to improve. We've got an average rating so far in the 2 games of 6.45. It is absolutely appalling. Is this going to be the biggest mistake of my life? Because if you look down in this bottom right corner, Daniel Bentley has gone out to Newcastle on loan in the Championship for a loan fee of 120 grand per month. Luke Moore has gone out on loan for 14.5k. He's just a backup player. As you can see there, he's not very good. He's mentally very strong, but everywhere else needs some work, so some game time. I was trying to raise some more funds because obviously the Timo Horn transfer did use up quite a lot of that money that we got given. Calvin Phillips has gone out on loan to MK Dons for 100 grand a month, so that's very nice indeed. But there's been no other transfer activity since, so all we can do now is quickly look at the table. As a result, those two Premier League defeats have resulted us in dropping to 7th, which is massively disappointing. We do have a game in hand over most teams, and if we do win that game, could see us go back up to 6th above Stoke. But it's going to be a tough ask. We have got Southampton, who are struggling, but they have, I think, recently sacked the manager. So, sack the manager could be, trying to impress a new manager or whatever. We'll have a look at them shortly. But just looking at the charts, if you like, Dembele's dropped out. He did have a few games out injured. He did actually get injured for a few games. did Dembele, so he's dropped out of the top 3. I think he's probably something like 4th or 5th. Average rating, Aguero leads the charts by a country mile, with Sanchez and Otamendi in 2nd and 3rd respectively. Jordan Larson still leads the assist charts, done very well for us as Jordan Larson, it has to be said. You know, Dembele is still in the top 3 of players of the matches. Aguero again smashing it, he's going to get player of the year clearly. But yeah, hopefully we can get a decent result against Southampton. So Southampton did change their manager. It's Christian Panucci now, and you know, it looks decent, not amazing by any stretch of the imagination. The tactical knowledge of 12 is usually the one thing I look at more than anything to see if they're a good manager. Obviously, man management and motivating is another key factor as well. But yeah, it's going to be a tough test. I reckon it's going to be a different test, should I say, than the team that we beat 5-0. Their captain is Jose Fonte. Actually left in real life, I believe, but still a very good defender on this game, with the exception of his pace and acceleration, but very strong indeed. Vice-captain, once again, is Stephen Davis. Again, a very good player, just not the best in terms of physical shape, if you like. You know, he's not very strong anymore, his pace has gone down as well, jumping reach is a bit shocking. Whether he plays, it looks unlikely because he's actually on the transfer list, so probably not. The key player is Jordi Classy, who does look a classy above the rest of his team. But yeah, all round play it seems to be very strong. But I've got faith in our team today to keep him quiet and get a decent result. In fact, he's not even going to play. Shut up, G, because he's got a torn hamstring and he's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. So could be a massive loss. But of course, I do have the one and only Ronaldo Vieira. So he's probably going to play today. I was going to look to buy him back. I think they wanted about 57 million or something for him, so I thought, no, I can't stretch 57 million somehow. Even knocking him down, you're looking at best about 30 million, and I didn't have 30 million. So yeah, it's a shame. I did want him back in my team, but we'll have to wait and see. If we do manage to scrape that European competition, we might be able to convince him to come back, but I think it's unlikely. He's valued at 16.25 million now, so it's going to be unlikely. So anyway, into the team selection. So we're going to go Timo Horny in goal. We've got Manquillo at right back, Angelino at left back, Nguene and Bartley in the middle of defence. Big Kenny's on international duty with Nigeria in the African Nations Cup. We've got Arta and Father Gabriel in the middle of the park. Brigco is suspended, so that's why Arta is in the side today. We've got Mo on the left, Dallas on the right. Pereira is 3 days away from returning from injury. Got told that he could play 45 minutes if need be. He's on 77%. It's only going to be like a worst case scenario if we need him. And then Larson and Dembele up top, probably as best performing strikers this season. So I want to put them to the sword. It could have been worth playing Sam Gallagher, former team of course, but hey ho. Today's game is brought to you live from St Mary's. It's Southampton FC against Leeds United FC. So apparently we're huge underdogs. I mean, we have lost this last 2 games. That's probably got some sort of bearing on it. But morale is pretty good. However, I am going to say underdogs because they must have picked up somewhat. Not a massive response. Worth noting that Vieira's not actually playing. He's not even on the bench. And he's not injured or anything, so that's very bizarre. So, just trying to give the boys some faith. Let's see if we can get into it. So yeah, other news. My girlfriend's now 33 weeks pregnant. It might see a change in how I do my live comms and things. So obviously, she's going to be at home. I won't be able to be as loud as I normally am. Hopefully that's not going to disappoint too many people, but it's going to be a little bit like I can't do much about it. So there's an early corner. Angelina floats it in. It's headed away by Jose Fonte, and Nguene brings it down and chips it across to Dallas. No, okay, don't shoot. And Nguene. Second goal of the season. I thought it was first goal of the season then, but hits it on the floor. Get in. So yeah, I'm going to have to be a little bit more quiet, it seems, in future episodes, I'm sad to say. She's only got literally 3 shifts left, including one today. And then she's done for maternity because she got like 2 week off holiday. She's only going to have to go back for 1 week. They told her not to bother, just come back after maternity. So that means she's going to be at home a hell of a lot more. Obviously, if she goes out or something and with the baby, and well, I would imagine I'll have to go everywhere with her anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I can hear the stages before she goes out, before we have the baby. Then I'll definitely try and do it my normal way. But we've got another highlight now, and Mo is striding forward at pace, but Just runs into Cedric, who finds Lallana. Lallana, obviously, ironically returning to Timo Horn, making the save by the way, but returning to Southampton. Just realised he's not at Liverpool. I think he came up on my transfer feed actually, and I did toy with it, but I think he's like 32, 31, 32. Father Gabriel though, smashing it over the bar. Unlucky. Bartley. There's a few little flakes of snow in the sky. We are in January, of course. Mo though hits one from distance. It's high and hopeless, really. Bit of a poor effort, if you ask me. Right, Wilshire's there as well. Jack Wilshere and Højbjerg, the wonder kid, I believe. He plays it through for Rodriguez. Has got the pace, the beating of Ongwene, but fortunately puts it wide. Bit of a let off. Right. Throwing for us now. Throws it down to Dallas. Manquillo is. Oh, Angelino, like the clinical striker that he is. First goal of the season for him. He scored a few last season, if I remember rightly. But yeah, Angelino getting in the right place at the right time there. Manquillo throwing it down. Finds Dallas. Dallas swings it in. And Angelino there to knock it in near post. And starts doing the Michael Jackson. Right, is there a chance just before half time? Manquillo throws it down to Arthur, who's come deep. Just how you like it. Manquillo squares to Father Gabriel. Now it's Dallas. And now it's Larsson's come really deep. What's he going to do? He finds Moet. Mo can get tackled by Højbjerg. Now Tadic. Is this a counter-attack from Southampton? Wilshere now. Chips it forward towards Rodriguez. Bartley heads away. I nearly said Barthez for some reason. The big, bald French keeper. I said big. It was quite small, actually. Wilshere, though, once more. Finds the line at square to Tadic. Long ball over the top for Rodriguez. And trying to utilise his pace. Plays it in and Horn just bangs his finger on the keyboard holder. Well, shelf, whatever you want to call it. So as always, I'm going to go the no complacency route. Because as it says, things can turn around very quickly in football. Keep focused. There's a lot of greenery in there. Let's get out there, boys. Let's finish this job. Come on. Let's get back to winning ways. As we go kick off going from left to right, sorry. Bartley, it's probably just a false highlight as per, but you never know. I've had a few recently, early goals. Remember the West Ham game? Bloody hell, 2 goals in 2 minutes. But you didn't see it, but you saw the highlights. Oh no, and here we go. This is one of the highlights. Early highlights. It's square to Rodriguez, and it's a goal. There you go. Pace and point. Case and point. What a load of shite. Simple as. Ongwene just falls over nothing, it looks on the replay. And Jordan Ibe, former Liverpool man, of course, smashes it in. And Timo Horn, again, no clean sheet. And I'm wondering what the hell I've done. Right, it's another chance for Southampton. Corner swinging by Tadic. Jose Fonte loses out in the air. Højbjerg finds Lallana. Oh, they've hit the bar. It's Wilshere. Jack Wilshere. I'm sorry, I have to say that because of Lucky Doki. I know it's been said before, probably, but yeah, he is always injured. Apart from today, of course. Moet finds Angelino on the overlap. Whips it in. Larson with a head. Oh, it's gone miles wide. Nice little idea, though. Right, it's a highlight. I'm going to make a change shortly after this. Dembele is coming forward now. Holds off his man. Feeds it through for Dallas! Oh, Zoet with a great save. Diving to his right. And it's a corner. Right, Moet whips it in. Zoet does claim it. See how this highlight pans out. Oh, there we go. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm bringing on Matheus Pereira, but I'm changing to my all-conservative like 4-5-1 with the advanced playmaker and inside forward. Matheus Pereira is going to go into advanced playmaker role. Dallas is still alright as a inside forward. I might swap them over, but yeah, it's. I feel like we're struggling a little bit here. So with that in mind, I'm going to be a bit more conservative and play the more possession game. And hopefully just, maybe create an odd chance here and there. Let's just see how we get on. The other player, of course, as we have a highlight straight away, is Tyra, and this is a free kick, which probably means it's going to be a goal. And the world's slowest walk up to the offender here by the referee. Nice little jog. Yellow card for Angelino. Roger Tadic plays it in. It's collected by Horn, surprisingly. I spent 20 million on the keeper. I'm surprised it's caught a ball. What's going on? But yes, Manquillo. Dallas feeds it in field. I've kept Larsson on because he's natural in the false 9 role and he's got the most assists. And he's hit a shot there and Zoet saves. 20 minutes or so to go. I know that people like Bood have got like a tactic for defensive mindedness, like he's got the wall and it's really effective, but I don't just want to copy off his. This is why I'm trying to use this one as a more conservative approach rather than a defensive one, just to try and get control of the ball again. It's probably, I'm going to like rue it like because he's going to score. Oh no, Timo Horn! Bloody hell, he's surprising me now. But yeah, it's my idea, like my more defensive setup, if you like, to see how it fares. It's the first time I've used it this season actually, but I know how effective it can be. Well, based on Football Manager 16, if anyone saw me easily save last year, it was very solid. We didn't concede that many goals, we just didn't score many, but we're already in a decent position with it being 2-1. I thought it was going to be 3-1 then for a second, but no. Right, Cedric has a throw, finds Ibe. Slid in, but it comes out to Wilshere, who hits one from distance. Timo Horn with a great save! Just powers it wide, and he's, to be honest with you, he's keeping us in it somewhat. I say that, and I've got another highlight. It's all Southampton at the minute. Arta, though, intercepts well, and plays it square to Larson. Now it's Angelino. Father Gabriel first time to Matthias Pereira. Now it's Angelino. Father Gabriel once again. He's a roaming playmaker in this tactic, which is, I think it suits him perfectly. Angelino now. Father Gabriel, square to Arta. Bad time to get an itch on my nose. Dallas hits it. It's gone out for a corner. Corner to be taken by Angelino. Whips it in. It's headed away by Romulo. Angelino just claim it again though. Looking for a few options. Goes back to Manquillo. Who gets fouled for me, but no, apparently not. And Tadic now hits it over the top for Rodriguez. Oh, big Bartley just gets his big back in the way. Tadic though with a free kick whips it in. Headed away by Tyra. Now it's Tadic, square to Romulo. Square to Ibe. Finds Romulo again. Chips it through for Rodriguez. What a save from Timo Horn. I can't get over how good he's been in this game. Watch him concede 3 goals in the last 10 minutes. To make it keep up his record of 4 goals a game. It's come out to Lallana. A bit of... I don't even know what I want to say there about Timo Horn. He went into no man's land really there. Right. Another corner. Wilshere. Headed away by Father Gabriel, of all people. Plays back out to Wilshere. First time ball played in. Timo Horn claims it. Brilliantly. Right, I was about to make a change there, but there's another highlight. Target plays it in. Former man, of course, for Eastleigh when I played with Eastleigh last year. Target. Effort from distance. Timo Horn saves. Right, let's make a sub. I'm thinking Zach Clough. John Lasson's done alright, but Zach Clough can play as a false 9. He's one of the reasons why I signed him. Just in anticipation for this tactic, basically, in case I had to use it. Right, Zoet has it in his hands now. Plays it long, it's gone straight to Manquillo. He finds it, Arta down the line, now it's Dallas. Inside to Father Gabriel, can he square it? He can, it's a terrible ball, and Cedric does win it, but Nguyen is there. Finds Pereira. He's got to square it, it does. Father Gabriel with a neat little pass to Angelino, it's coming field. Chips it across towards Clough, it's headed away. Arta heads it down towards Dallas, but it's cleared away once more. Manquillo picks up the loose ball in a deep position. Can he whip it in? No, he can play it square to Father Gabriel. Clough, can he settle it? He can. 3-0, that should be game over. Cheeky can't concentrate inbounds. Let's see if we can do it really quick now. Probably not. Oh yeah, get in. Just in time. But yeah, play through. Dallas, nice little flick there. Did you see that? You're like... I don't know if you could see that, but never mind. That's a little cheeky flick, and I just hurt my foot on the chair, by the way. Pereira. Arta. Father Gabriel to Pereira. Square to Arta. Chips over towards Angelino left-hand side. Father Gabriel, that roaming playmaker role is suiting him very well. Dallas hits it. Hit the post and gone wide. I thought it was a good save in the end, but good effort. And we've done well. We've kept possession, 59%. So... No, the possession is everything, because anyone who watched the game against Birmingham City the other night, it means sod all really, because we won 3-1 and we were far worse team in terms of an attacking sense. Just when we got the ball, we were more clinical. I said attacking sense, I meant a possession sense. Same happened against Reading earlier on in the season. You know, but you've got to take chances, one create chances and take them, and that's what we've done today, I think. Although we have had more chances slightly. But it always helps to have possession, especially if you're in a winning position. That's a great challenge, by the way, by Manquillo. And Gwene finds Manquillo once more. It's probably going to be This is the last 20 seconds, petering out and end of the game. Nice little cheeky flick from Bartley. I'm going in now, just casually jogging into the corner. And now it's Manquillo once more. Down the line to Arter. I thought he'd give it away, but Dallas somehow comes away with it. Is there one last chance before the final whistle? No. Great win though. I'm going to tell them that. Because we were on a bit of sticky form. And everyone loves it. So, yeah, let's have a gander and see who we're going to be playing next time. There's going to be a bit more transfer activity, I think. I'll come on to that later. We have got 6 million. We spent over as a wage budget, which is fair enough. But we have got 6 million. We are trying to shift a couple of players. Look at the team section. Like I said, I was trying to sell Moran, but he ended up going out on loan instead. I tried again. I recalled Calvin Phillips, and the same happened with him. Trying to get rid of Ethan Hamilton because he's not going to really progress into anything decent. 3-star at best, and he's got to play games to get that possession, that potential. And he's not going to get there. Jesper Carlson has not really improved at all. I've sent him out on loan to decent teams, decent training facilities, and he's hardly improved. And it's sad to say that he's probably, even though he's still got 4-star potential ability, I think I'm probably going to sell him in the summer. It has to be said. Lewis Dunn is another. He's now only deemed a 3-star. Looks decent. It's just his mentals are not the greatest. You know, but we're just trying to raise some money if we can. Frank Mulhern is still considered 3.5-star potential ability strike. It does look decent as well, but we're just trying to raise some money where we could. But if there's anyone on the transfer list, these are just bids that have come in. It was Hoffenheim after all. That was the initial bid. If there's anyone on the transfer list and they're affordable, then I might go down that route. But yeah, hopefully you'll join us for the next one, which is going to be against... I'm going to say the Stoke game, but should we beat our rivals Millwall in the FA Cup, and there's an FA Cup game before that, or just after literally the next game, I'll do that. But otherwise it's going to be Stoke. They beat us earlier on in the season. They beat us 2-0 after we beat Liverpool 2-0. They beat us 2-0 at their gaff. And really, we just want to get revenge, basically, don't we? So, yeah, hopefully you can join us for that. So, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, why not press that like button? You know, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I really appreciate everyone's support recently. I've been gaining subs. Recently gone over 700 subs, which is fantastic for me, anyway. So, yeah, if you are enjoying it and you think your friends might enjoy it, let them know as well. You know, I'm enjoying doing this series. It's been a couple of weeks because I just haven't had a chance, but I did get ahead. That's why we're still able to upload a couple of videos. So hopefully you can join us for the next one. And until next time, against Stoke, I'll see you then. Bye bye.